All right, so we'll just tell you guys. Right, people don't know what's happening, but um, people are aware that there's something badly wrong with the way our um, Congress and Senate, the political class, function and talk about things, and what nothing ever happens. But and um, also that they're feel like misinformed about the healthcare situation. We don't know what they're hearing. It's like about the website or something. Um, Here's something that's like kept from everyone, but also what it says about something else. The We had thought. I mean, people are getting the impression that that the most people who like look, there's like apparently like it's happening, but like the only thing people are told about is like that there were people who were dropped from a they were an individual who had a healthcare or with the healthcare company, and then because the company couldn't comply with the new the new healthcare law, it was they didn't they can't comply with its standards, which are like apparently good standards, but like they couldn't comply with it, so they dropped the customer. Um, and that's like people being, I think, bombarded with that information, and that the website isn't, keeps having problems with the website. But that's what people know. All right, and then that's part of what's been picked up is like that's like becomes part of this like healthcare debate. That's like and so frustrating. Here's the thing. Here's something people like don't know, but also why the fact that it like what it means. One of the things that's actually happening is that there are certain kinds of large private health insurance companies that handle like all the employees that sort of mid-sized businesses that are like things like a things like a dentist office, or like a place you go to get X-rays, or like so you got a mid-sized like type of like business like that. The the owner, this one thing people are hearing about in the news is that like mom and pop businesses like that, they can't comply with a mandate because they only have a couple employees or something. Here's something that they don't know is happening, but like what it also means. They're being just given like a negative, but like something they don't get any information. What's happening is there are these there are mid-sized companies like all around the country. Like I said, the example being a dentist, like a dentist office, that the owner of the business wishes to provide, it does provides health care, but for the employees, like good health care for the employees, but the way that's done is there are these big private insurance companies that handle the health plans for the employees of such companies. Okay. Now here's the thing: those companies, they have to be a pretty big like private health insurer to do that. But also, these are the ones that like advertise constantly, which means they have a lot of money to run that many ads for that. Here's the thing: they're telling the owners of like mid-sized businesses like that they will no longer cover they will no longer cover the employees. They will no longer handle the health program for the employees. They're telling the owners of the business that. Okay, now and it's happening. This is something that's happening. That's okay. All the employees are losing their health coverage, and it's out of the hands of the owner of the business, because it's actually the private health insurer that he goes through to provide those plans is dropping them. what's happening when this is happening all around the country? What's happening is this: those kind of health insurers who can, handle a mid-sized business, probably have other clients like that, like where they do the health plan and who like advertise constantly on TV, like which means they have a lot of money. What is they don't want to comply with the standards of the healthcare law. They have the companies like that, and one, especially that one that advertises all the time. You're always directing us to run that many ads. I mean, they have a lot of money. But even to have provide a service like that, all the employee coverage at different mid-sized businesses, they don't want to comply with the standards of the healthcare law. That's why all those people all the employees are being dropped. It's out of the owner's hands. But here's the thing: why can't, if someone hadn't heard, like, oh, that's I didn't know that was going on, right? Why can't that be addressed? Like, why is it? Well, geez, that's a problem, but that seems like someone could fix it because that's just greed. All employees at different kinds of mid-sized businesses losing their coverage is out of the owner's hands, and it's because the companies, the health insurer doesn't want to comply with the standards because they wouldn't make as many profit. Okay, here's the thing though. So you say, geez, we didn't know. Why is it that the senators and congressmen, like, all they do is like and the media system, all you do is you have one side says like all these negatives, and like the website's not working, and people with subpar plans, like the company dropped the individual. You hear that constantly. Government can't do anything. See, we should repeal the bill. And the other one is opposed to that, and they're deadlocked, and nothing. They don't seem to be capable of like working towards public health care in this country, but ironing out those kind of problems that are just being caused by greed. Why can't they do that? And why do they have to talk the way they do in slogans when something like that is happening, is wrong, and is solvable, and has been reviewed by the fact that there's now affordable health care? Right. It may be something we've said before, and I think everyone in the game probably agrees with it. The procedures of the fact that there was a change. Oh, you're banging. Uh-oh. Why don't we quit while we're ahead? So with the procedures of our thing, but let's just like quit while we're ahead.